One night, in the peaceful grounds of Astorwood, an anomaly breaks the calm. A vortex of energy opens in the sky, and an unknown spaceship descends toward the castle. The students and professors watch in amazement as the ship lands with a faint hum, and from inside emerges a warrior from another world, Kieran Starwind, a master of the mystic force and leader of the resistance in his galaxy. Kieran has traveled beyond his own universe in search of help, for he has discovered in ancient prophecies that only a wizard from Astorwood can restore the balance broken by Zyrok. Kieran, tired and battered from the battles he has fought, carries with him a desperate message. Zyrok has activated the universal heart and has begun to dominate both powers, magic and the force. If he is not stopped, he will accomplish what no being has ever done before, ruling not only his universe, but the entire multiverse. Kieran has come to find Liam Ravenwood, who, according to ancient writings, is the only wizard capable of closing the rift that Zyrok has opened between worlds. Liam, though astonished, feels a deep connection with Kieran, as if their destinies have always been intertwined. However, he is not alone in this mission. His friends, Alara and Finn, will also embark on this journey beyond the stars. But before they depart, they must consult the wise Alden Evershade, headmaster of Astorwood and guardian of ancient knowledge. Alden, with his deep gaze and grave voice, reveals that for centuries, the wizards of Astorwood had detected traces of the mystic force, though they never fully understood its nature. The universal heart, Alden explains, is a primordial source of power that connects all forms of energy across the multiverse. Magic and the force are not separate entities, but two sides of the same coin, and Zyrok has begun to upset that delicate balance. Alden warns Liam and his friends that their journey will be dangerous, not only because of external threats, but also due to internal temptations. Zyrok is a master of corruption and will try to lure them to the dark side with promises of power. However, it is in unity and friendship that they will find their true strength. Thus, Liam, Kieran, Alara, and Finn prepare to embark on an interdimensional journey. As Kieran's ship readies for departure, the wizards gaze at the sky with a mix of fear and hope. They do not know what awaits them beyond their world, but one thing is certain: the battle they are about to fight will not only determine the fate of Astorwood, but of all the worlds connected by magic and the force. Their journey will take them to the far reaches of the universe, to unknown planets, and to face forces darker than they ever imagined. But at the center of it all lies the universal heart, an artifact with the power to either destroy or save the multiverse. And only those brave enough to face their own demons will be able to claim that power. The fate of two worlds is in their hands. The adventure has begun. Don't miss out on the best. Subscribe now to my YouTube channel and join this amazing community. Every week, new adventures, tips, and much more await you. Hit the subscribe button and activate the bell to stay always up to date. Let's start with the story. The castle of Astorwood stands majestic under a clear sky. Liam Ravenwood and his friends enjoy a moment of peace after the great battle against Morthak, the dark sorcerer who had terrorized their world. While Liam practices advanced magic on the castle grounds, a strange energy shakes the air. A vortex opens in the sky, and a spaceship descends, breaking the tranquility. From the ship emerges Kieran Starwind, a weary yet resolute warrior, who is quickly surrounded by the professors of Astorwood. Kieran explains his origins from a distant galaxy. The reason for his arrival is urgent: a distortion in the mystical force has begun to destabilize his universe. The one responsible is the tyrant Zyrok, a being who has discovered the connection between the force and magic and has reactivated an ancient artifact, the universal heart. If Zyrok succeeds, he will not only conquer his own world but also alter the balance of all universes. Liam, though confused by this new reality, feels an immediate connection with Kieran. Both share a destiny tied to mystical power. Soon, the professors summon Alden Evershade, the wise director of Astorwood, to discuss the next steps. In the great tower of Astorwood, Alden, with his silver beard and bright eyes, listens intently to Kieran's story. The director is not surprised, but reveals a deep knowledge. Centuries ago, the wizards of his world discovered traces of the mystical force. Although they never fully understood its true reach, they knew it was linked to a universal heart, the source of all magic and energy. Alden recounts an ancient prophecy that spoke of the union between a wizard and a star warrior, destined to restore balance. Liam, upon hearing this, starts to feel overwhelmed. Although he is young, he knows that destiny has once again chosen him for something much greater. Alden and Kieran devise a plan. They will need to return to Kieran's universe, for that is where Zyrok has begun his campaign of conquest. Alara and Finn, Liam's best friends, decide to join the mission. Alden warns them that this journey will not only be a physical one but also a spiritual one, and that the temptations of power and darkness will be stronger than they have ever faced. The day of departure arrives. Kieran, accompanied by the wizards of Astorwood, activates a dimensional portal that will connect both worlds. Alara and Finn, though anxious, show determination, knowing that the fate of both universes is at stake. Liam, for his part, feels a mix of excitement and fear. He had never imagined that his journey as a wizard would take him to the stars. Kieran's ship traverses the portal, and the group witnesses unimaginable sights: collapsed stars, swirling nebulas, and alien planets. The journey takes them to Kieran's universe, where they arrive at the Arcani's rebel base, the last bastion of resistance against Zyrok. There, they are greeted by the rebel leader Saren Valkyries and the brave pilot Rook Skyblade. Although the alliance forms quickly, tensions between the wizards and the Force warriors soon arise. The rebels, who depend on technology and the Force, are skeptical of magic. Meanwhile, the wizards do not fully understand the mystical force and how it works in this world. But Kieran and Saren, being natural leaders, manage to get both groups to work together. As the two worlds unite, preparations begin for the confrontation with Zyrok. The rebels are exhausted from years of fighting, but the presence of the wizards of Astorwood gives them new hope. Liam, now more confident in his role, forms a strategic team with Kieran and Saren. Finn and Alara help at the base, collaborating with the engineers and warriors to reinforce the defenses. During the long nights at the base, the characters develop deeper bonds. Saren and Alara share a conversation about leadership, both recognizing the burdens that duty entails. Finn and Rook quickly become friends, training together and sharing stories from their worlds. A plan is drawn up to infiltrate Zyrok's fortress, located on the planet Noctis, where the mystical force is incredibly powerful. Zyrok's fortress is protected by creatures conjured by dark magic, as well as the feared Imperial forces. The ship departs for Noctis, but the journey is not easy. As they navigate through space, they are intercepted by a squadron of Imperial fighters sent by Zyrok. In this sequence, we see the unique combination of magic and technology in combat. Rook and the rebel pilots skillfully maneuver their ships, while Liam, Alara, and Finn cast powerful spells from the deck. Kieran uses the Force to anticipate the enemy's movements. The battle is fierce, and although they manage to escape, the group suffers damage. This confrontation not only leaves the characters exhausted but also makes them aware that Zyrok is watching them. In the midst of the journey, Liam begins to feel a dark presence calling to him, a force that seems to intensify as they get closer to Noctis. Upon reaching the shadowy planet of Noctis, the group immediately feels the powerful energy of the dark side. The shadows seem to move on their own, and the air is charged with an unsettling energy. Here, Liam experiences visions of a future in which he succumbs to darkness. Zyrok haunts his thoughts, tempting him with promises of unlimited power. Liam begins to doubt his ability to resist, and the internal struggle becomes more intense. Kieran, who was also once tempted by the dark side, warns Liam about the danger of succumbing to temptation. Meanwhile, Alara and Finn try to support him, reminding him of who he truly is and what he has accomplished. Although the temptations increase, Liam finds strength in friendship and in his legacy as the hero of Astorwood. The group arrives at Zyrok's fortress, a gigantic structure that seems to pulse with dark energy. The fortress is not just a physical construction, it is infused with dark magic, making it a living and dangerous place. Inside, the hallways change shape, and creatures conjured by Zyrok lurk in every corner. The group splits up. Liam and Kieran advance towards Zyrok's throne room, while Alara, Finn, Saren, and Rook must face the Imperial forces and magical creatures protecting the fortress. Here we see each character shine in their abilities, with Alara disarming magical traps, Finn fighting bravely, and Rook showcasing his prowess as a pilot and warrior. Finally, Liam and Kieran reach the throne room, where they confront Zyrok, now more powerful than ever thanks to the Universal Heart. The duel is epic. Zyrok launches bolts of dark energy and destructive magic, while Liam and Kieran respond with a combination of magic and mystical force. The confrontation shakes the fortress itself, with statues collapsing and walls cracking. Zyrok, with a cruel smile, makes one last attempt to corrupt Liam, telling him that he is destined to rule both worlds. However, remembering Kieran's words and the sacrifices of his friends, Liam finds the strength to resist. At the climax of the battle, Zyrok launches a deadly energy bolt aimed at Liam. In a heroic act of sacrifice, Kieran steps in, taking the full impact. Mortally wounded, Kieran tells Liam that the battle for balance is not over and that he is the key to restoring peace in both worlds. With his mentor fallen, Liam, filled with pain but also determination, channels all his magic and the power of the mystical force into one final and devastating spell that destroys Zyrok. The fortress begins to crumble as the group flees. Back at the rebel base, the group regroups. Saren, Rook, Alara, and Finn reflect on the sacrifices made and the temporary peace they have achieved. Liam, in silence, holds the crystal that Kieran gave him before he died. He knows that this is just the beginning of a new era in which both worlds will be connected by magic and the mystical force. Alara, Finn, and Liam return to Astorwood, aware that although the battle is over, peace will always be fragile. The story ends with a mix of hope and a warning. Balance is difficult to maintain, but together, they are stronger than ever. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and comment.